Hail Virgin, dearest Mary, our lovely Queen of May. O spotless, blessed Lady, we crown you with flowers on this day. Your children, humbly bending, surround your shrine. We give thanks and offer our love to the Queen Divine. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dom. This is Uplift Herbs. We are talking Mary, May Day, the month of May, the Queen of May, and crowning of Mary today. Originally believed to be a celebration of the Roman goddess Flora, until around the 18th century when Christians started associating it with Mary. May Day is a time to crown the May Queen, a time to invite in this fertility goddess energy, very, very blooming flowers and energy, very like springtime. Celebrations usually include crowning statues with flowers, sometimes icons or wreaths are made around images. It's called the crowning of the May Queen, which is also a tradition that has its roots in pre-Christian traditions. Often a young girl is chosen and crowned with a set of flowers, dubbing her the Queen of May as a sign of purity and youthfulness, reflecting the youthfulness of springtime. Dancing around the maypole is also a common tradition done for May Day. Now, depending on where you are, what your background is, and where you're from, this can be May 1st, it can be May 30th, or it can be Mother's Day. So it really varies. In the US, we tend to celebrate May Day on Mother's Day, where you will see masses and other things held directly in honor of Mary, and you'll see them really do the whole ritual and crown her statues most often, especially if that church or parish is named after Mary, the Assumption, the Coronation, the Blessed Virgin, Queen of Heaven, etc. Alright, so let's focus on Mary here. Mary, the Queen of May, is a relatively new title. May was dedicated to Mary by Pope Pius XII. You know, that Nazi partying scum the church tries not to mention too often. There isn't a strict devotion or structure for this month, especially when we compare it to other month-long holidays like Lent. There is no, rigidity, there is no strict organization for this. In fact, one of the few things that is recommended is praying the Rosary on Sunday, or dedicating a special Rosary prayer to Our Lady, to Mary, on Sundays. The crowning of Mary is a devotion that reaffirms Mary as the Queen of Heaven. And all the other realms, but I'll be quiet. It's a time to honor the Universal Mother and put some respect on her name. Mary is a humble being, but she's vested with immense power and love. It's celebrations, like the crowning of Mary, that help prevent her from being retconned and demoted from Mother Goddess to old dude from the Bible's mom. It's important. Alright, let's talk about some rituals, some magic, some devotions, and things that you can do for the month of May to honor Mary, to invoke her presence, or to really give her, the space in that title of Queen of May. Pope Francis, funnily enough, which I will constantly remind you guys that he worships Mary, JS, 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 but don't tell the other Catholics. I don't want them to get bullied at school or convent. But Pope Francis is holding a live streamed Rosary on May 1st, I believe. I also think he's doing it every Sunday to honor Mary in May as well. So if you're interested in joining that, I'm sure there are links for it all over the damn internet. Please go Google that yourself. And if you don't want to join the live stream, you can also just hold the Rosary space for yourself. And you can invite family, you can do it digitally over a Zoom call if you want to be really respectful of the social distancing and all that stuff. I highly recommend you make Mary a flower crown for this holiday. That's one of the most crucial, aspects of it, but it isn't required. To do so, you'll need a needle, some string, and flowers. You can pick whatever flowers you want, though I recommend you don't use something like roses or anything else that'll fall apart really easily once it's pricked with the needle. Some safe flowers that you can go with are carnations, mums, hyacinth, dandelions, anything that has a really strong, I can't remember the actual botanical name for for it, but it's the part that holds all the petals together. You don't want these flowers to fall apart, trust me. And when you're picking them out, think spring colors. Think pink, yellow, whites, reds, and blues are all equally appropriate. Really, you can do any color flower. Personally, I would do one that matches the color of whatever icon I'm dressing, but that's just me. I say bitch match colors. If the actual process of making the flower crown is too intensive or too involved for you to do for whatever reason, feel free to just get her a vase of flowers and set it up on her altar. Give her a vase of flowers next to her statue, her icon, that's fine. If you want to cut the heads of the flowers and place them around her statue, that works too. If you do end up buying a vase of flowers, I highly recommend you would tie up your flowers and let them dry. Hang them upside down, that way they all can dry correctly. And just keep them around. They work as a charm, essentially, and will continually radiate this May Queen energy, this very high vibrational crown energy kind of thing that we're going for. You can place these above doorways, you can place this above your bed, you can place this above her altar, or really anywhere else that you want to pump out that queen high vibrational energy. If you are an avid gardener and prefer your flowers to be alive, then you can buy a rose bush or another flowering plant and dedicate that to Mary and either put it in a pot, bring it to her altar and let it chill in the space with her, or just plant it in the dirt outside and dedicate it to her. This is a very, very good time to prepare a spiritual bath, especially one that is very floral. If you want to work with flowers that are also good for your head, for your hair, you can go with things like marigold, you can go with things like rose petals. I do recommend you source them intelligently. You don't want anything that's covered in heavy pesticides or anything like that. It can really fuck with your skin, so don't. On the more energetic side of this holiday, focus on your own crown. Focus on your head, your scalp, and your hair, both how you physically treat it, how you physically engage with your hair, as well as what this all means to you. Like, what is your crown? What do you want your crown to be made of? What significance does that have to you? Basic. This is the ideal time to treat yourself like the May Queen, regardless of gender. Pamper yourself. If you are planning on doing any spell work, petitioning, or anything of the like, you can focus your petitions around growth and blossoming. This is a good time to petition to put yourself in the place that you've always dreamed, if that makes sense, to make yourself regal. In honoring Mary's divinity, in honoring Mary's, regalness, regality, I think, you also honor yours. There is a little piece of Mary inside of all of us. During the month of May, we celebrate the piece of Mary that resides in our crown. The piece of Mary that reminds us that no matter what these bitches say about you, no matter if they just call you somebody's mom, you are a queen. All the realms. Get that shit done. Also, May 1st is the Feast of St. Joseph the Worker. If that matters to you, it reflects some of the Green Man celebrations we see for the May Day celebrations. So, paganism prevails through Christianity. GG. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning about Mary. I know this was a quick video. All the same, it is peace I offer you, and it is peace I leave you. Have a wonderful day.